Hello students, welcome to class. Today we are going to continue supply. So in that we are going to see movement along the supply curve, that is change in quantity supply, and shift in supply curve, that is change in supply. Let's see now. Okay, let's start with the first one, movement along the supply curve, that is change in quantity supply. Just listen, when quantity supply of a commodity changes due to change in its own price, okay, keeping the other factors constant. What are the other factors? Other factors are price of other goods is constant, there is no change in the state of technology, price of factors of production, there is no change in the taxation policy. Yeah, okay, keeping all these factors constant and changes only in the prices. Okay, it is known as change in quantity supplied. Okay, now let's understand this with the diagram. Yes, OX axis denotes about quantity supply and OY price. Now in this, OQ is a quantity, yes, is supplied at the price of OP. Okay, change in the prices, isn't it, whatever maybe if it's from OP1 to OP2, so there is a change in the prices that leads to an upward or movement or a downward movement along the same supply curve. Okay, now just look at the upward movement when price rises from OP to OP1. Okay, when price rises to OP1, what will happen to the quantity supply? Quantity supply also rises to OQ1. Okay, it's known as expansion in supply. Okay, which leading to an upward movement from A to B. Okay, along the same supply curve. Yes. Okay, we are calling it as an upward movement. So what is an upward movement? When price rises to OP1, quantity supply also rises to OQ1, from OQ to OQ1. Okay, it's known as expansion. It's known as expansion in supply, which leading to an upward movement from A to B. Okay, along to A to B along with the same supply curve of yes. Now, then what is the downward movement? Downward movement is nothing but, just listen, on the other hand, when fall in the prices from OP2 to OP2, it's falling down, isn't it? So that leads to a decrease in the quantity supply from OQ to OQ2, isn't it? It's known as contraction in supply. Okay, that is which resulting in a downward movement from A to C along with the same supply curve of yes. Yes, now just listen. Expansion and contraction in supply is nothing but expansion in supply which is shown by the upward movement. Okay, upward movement from A to B. Okay, so if it's upward movements, what will happen to the quantity supply? The quantity supply also rises from OQ to OQ1 due to a rise in the prices from OP to OP1. We are calling it as an expansion in supply. Now, then what is the contraction in supply? Contraction in supply which is shown by the downward movement, isn't it? Downward movement from A to C. Okay, so what will happen to the quantity supply? Quantity supply also falls from OQ to OQ2. Okay, due to a fall in the prices from OP to OP2. We are calling it as a contraction. So if it's upward movement, we are calling it as an expansion in supply. If it's downward movement, we are calling it as a contraction in supply. Let's have a small recap on this. Change in quantity supply which occurs due to change in price. Okay, that leads to movement along the supply curve. Either it's upward movement or downward movement. So if it's upward movement, it's known as expansion in supply. Why it's expansion in supply? It's due to the increases in the price. So if price increases, it leads to a expansion in the supply. Okay. If it's downward movement, it's known as contraction in supply. Why it's contraction in supply? Because it's due to decrease in the prices. Let's start with expansion in supply. I've said you already expansion in supply, which refers to a rise in the quantity of supply due to a increase in the prices of a commodity other factor remaining the constant. Okay, so what will happen? It will lead to a upward movement along the supply curve. Yes, and then it is also known as extension in supply or increase in quantity supply. Okay, let us understand this with the schedule as well as with the diagram, isn't it? Now, the first column denotes about prices, second one is the quantity. Okay, now just look at when price is 20, quantity is 100. When price have increases from 20 to 25, quantity also increases from 100 to 150 units. Okay, now, so in this schedule as well as in the diagram, quantity supply rises from 100 units to 150 units, isn't it? It's have increased, quantity supply have increased from 100 units to 150 units with an increases in price from 20 rupees to 25. Okay, so what will happen? That will result in the upward movement from A to B. Okay, along with the supply curve. Yes. Now, coming to a contraction in supply. Contraction in supply, which refers to a fall in the quantity. Okay, quantity supply due to a decreases in the prices of a commodity, other factor remaining constant. Okay, and it leads to a downward movement along with the supply curve. Yes, it is also known as decrease in the quantity supply. Okay, now let us understand this with the schedule as well as with the diagram. Now, so the first column as it is denotes about price, second column denotes about the quantity. Okay, now in the schedule as well as in the diagram, quantity supply falls from 100 units to 70 units, isn't it? With a decrease in the price from 20 rupees to 15 rupees. So what will happen? That leads to a downward movement from A to B. Yes, you can able to see the downward movement from A to B. Yes, it's because of price decreases from 20 to 15 rupees. The quantity also, yes, falls from 100 units to 70 rupees. Okay, that's what result in the downward movement from A to B along with the supply curve of yes, we are calling it as a contraction in supply. Yeah, next move to change in supply curve. Yes, that is shift in supply curve. When supply of a commodity change due to change in any factor other than the own price of the commodity, it is known as change in supply. Okay, and there is various reasons for shift in the supply curve. What are the various reasons? Maybe like a change in the price of other goods, change in the price of factors of production, change in the taste of technology, yes, change in the taxation policy. If this thing changes, there will be a shift in the supply curve. Yes, now let us understand this with the diagram. Now, supply is OQ. Okay, and what is the price? Price is constant, is OP. Change in other factors that leads to a rightward or a leftward shift in the supply curve. Yes, I repeat again. Supply is OQ at the price of OP. Okay, change in any other factor that leads to a rightward or a leftward shift in the supply curve. Okay, now let's see what is the rightward shift. When supply rises from OQ to OQ1. Yes, it's known as increase in supply. Okay, at the same price of OP. So when the supply rises from OQ to OQ1, okay, it's known as increase in supply at the same price of OP. OP is same. Only the quantity supply alone changes from OQ to OQ1. It's known as increase in supply. Okay, what will happen? It leads to a rightward shift in the supply curve from S to S1. Yes, it's called a rightward shift. Now, let's see what is the leftward shift. Now, leftward shift, fall in the supply, yes, from OQ to OQ2. Okay, it's known as decreases in the supply at the same price of OP. I've said you already, in this change in the supply, price is constant. Okay, only the quantity supply alone will changes. So if it's falls from OQ to OQ2 at the same price of OP. It's known as decreases in supply at the same price of OP. What will happen? That leads to a leftward shift in the supply curve from SS to S2, S2. Yes, we are calling it as a decreases in supply. Let's see increase in supply and decrease in supply. What is the increase in supply? Increase in supply, which refers to a rise in supply of a commodity which caused due to any other factor, isn't it, other than the own price of a commodity. Yes, so what will happen in this case? Supply rises at a same price or supply remains same even at a lower price. Okay, so that's why that leads to a rightward shift in the supply curve, which I've seen in the diagram. Okay, so in this schedule as it is, first column denotes about the price, second column denotes about the supply. Okay, as seen in the schedule as well as in the diagram, when supply rises from 100 units to 150 units, isn't it, at the same price of 20. Okay, what will happen? That will result to a rightward shift in the supply curve from S to S1. Okay, because the price is constant, the quantity supply alone shift from 100 to 150 units. Okay, so what will happen? That will lead to a shift in the supply from S to S1. Yes, that's a rightward shift. Now, we are calling it as an increase in supply. Now, coming back to a decrease in supply. Decrease in supply, which refers to a fall in the supply of a commodity which caused due to any factor other than the price. So, price is constant, the other factor will change. Okay, so what will happen in this case is, supply falls at the same price or supply remains same even at a higher price. Okay, so in this schedule as well as in the diagram, supply falls from 100 units to 70 units. Okay, at the same price of rupees 20. So what will happen? That will result to a shift in the supply curve towards leftward. So leftward shift in the supply curve from S to S1. Yes, we are calling it as a decrease in supply. Let us quickly recall what we studied in the session. First, we have discussed about movement along the supply curve, that is change in quantity supply. That is expansion, what is meant by expansion in supply and contraction in supply. Then shift in supply curve, isn't it? That is shift in supply, that is increase in supply and decrease in supply. Thank you.